Hey y'all, it's Raj with EV365. So we're here at the Arlington Fort Worth Tesla charging station, and it's got one of 12 Magic docks that they installed in the US. I don't know that Tesla's gonna put any more of these in now that people are switching over to the NACS connectors, but we at least wanted to try this out. Hopefully they still put some of these in case you don't have a connector, but they've only done 12. So let's try it out. You go through the Tesla app, you put in all your information, and then once you show up to the charging station, you just hit the stall number. We're at stall 3D. Punch that in, hit unlock adapter. Okay, and now we should be able to pull this out with the adapter. So let's see. That is not, okay, hold on. Push the handle into the dock, pull out to remove. Okay, ready? There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. So you got the CCS adapter at the end of that. So let's plug that into the Rivian and see what we got. Oh yeah, we got to pop that off. All right, we're plugged in. All right, we're gonna go sit in the car and see if this works. Okay, here we are in the car and we are charging. It took about a minute after we plugged in to get started on the charging. And if you look here on the app screen, we were pulling about 137 kilowatts. So these superchargers should go up to about 200, 250. So they may be rate limited a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on that and see if we get up to the full speed during the session. But otherwise, that was pretty smooth. So that's how the Tesla Magic Dock works. Hey y'all, so we had to move charging stations once. It seems to be stopping every about 10 to 15 minutes. So it stopped once, we moved to this charger, got about the same speeds. We're pulling about 145 kilowatts, maybe a little less. And then it stopped again after about 10 minutes. We just stayed on the same charger this time since we weren't getting better speeds by moving. But yeah, seems to be an issue. So just something to consider if you're using the Magic Dock. Maybe it's just some communication issues with the vehicle. It's hard to tell with charging. So infrastructure in general, even taking a non-Tesla to a Tesla may not be completely smoothed out yet. So on the Magic Docks, that is. All right, we will check in at the end. Thanks. Hey, so we're back. We had to move chargers again. That one just kept shutting down on us. So where this one thing I wanted to point out, you notice the cables are pretty short. They're obviously designed for the Tesla, which they've got the charging port on the back. I guess I want to say back passenger side, I'm not sure, but they back in usually. So you just, like this one's barely reaching. So you want to think about that if you're using one of these. But so far this one's pulling in a little more speed, 150 kilowatts. So these may just be rated at 150 or 175 and not the 250 like I was thinking. So hopefully this one will get us to the end, and then we'll let you know how the rest of it went. Thanks. All right, y'all, we just finished up charging, and not the best fast charging experience I've ever had. And that may just be an issue with Tesla and the Rivian communicating with each other, or maybe something to do with the Magic Docks. Yeah, based off of this experience, it's not something I'd necessarily recommend. I'd say if you're in a CCS car, go to CCS chargers. Those come with their own troubles. But this experience in particular just wasn't good. We had to stop charging about 5 times and restart. We moved chargers a couple of times. These chargers are supposed to get you 250 kilowatts. We were pulling about 153 at best. And part of that may just be it's hot here in Texas. We're way over 100 degrees. So that, I'm sure it has something to do with the heat of the vehicle and it not being able to cool. But we were able to get our juice. We got to try it out. There's not many of these in America, maybe about 12 of them. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching that. Again, like I said, if you're in a pinch and you've got options, I'd say maybe go to the CCS if you're in a CCS vehicle for now until they get the communication between the vehicles and the chargers down. But again, if you're in a pinch, they obviously always have a ton of chargers at these Tesla locations. So you can obviously come here and do this as well. And you just got to unplug and plug in if you run into the same issue we did. And one thing, as with all charging stations, these guys definitely need covers over the charging. Those handles are hot. It's hot outside. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Hang loose.